from Srkcycles, and I got a killer bike for you guys. This is a real treat. 1985 Honda Magna 750. Don't get all confused. It's not a Magnum. It's a Magna. Beautiful bike. Get out of here, Caleb.
Doing it the old school way.
Do it the old school way. This thing is in such good shape. Look at it. Look how clean the wheels are. It's amazing. It's got all these pieces like this that always break, and it's a cold start, right? I'm gonna show you guys how good this thing fires up. Where's the key at? There we go. I'm gonna put it on choke. Now I'm gonna take it off a choke. Look. Perfect. I mean, this bike runs absolutely the way it should. It shifts so good. Buzz, buzz, buzz. I got a special place in my heart for these old 750 Honda Magnas, because my first bike was a Honda Magna. Very similar to this, except mine was an 86 or an 87, and it was much crappier. It was rough. But this is like a time capsule. What, 25,000 miles in 32 years? It's clearly been garage kept. Either the carbs have just been tuned, or the guy just always kept non-ethanol fuel in it, or stabilizer. This is cool. I mean, you never see bikes this old, this clean. It doesn't exist, and it runs so well. Normally, if someone was like, I'm looking at a 1985, I'd be like, just what are you doing? Buy something newer. Get something fuel injected. Get something in the modern age. Just because normally you think that you're gonna have all these goofy problems with it. But when you see how clean this is, and how, I mean, no joke, this bike is perfect, except for a little dent right here. Right up there, a little dent inside there. But you can't even see it while you're riding. You can almost can't even see it while you're standing on it. Ooh, overdrive. It's just such a fun bike to ride. And you could take this thing anywhere. It's comfortable. I know the bars like look a little goofy. Bikes these days, they don't make bars that look like this anymore, that turn down. But this is how your arms actually want to sit. There's no stress, no added pressure on your wrist. It's very nice. Your arms are kind of hanging down. It's just, you guys can see how my legs, they're bent kind of like in a sporty stance. And then what you could do is you could also get like highway pegs or like crash bar to kick back when you're trying to kick back. Let's shred up this hill. See what this thing's got. Now, I remember when I was a kid, this bike was like the fastest thing in the world. Still is. So fast. Now, I'm always telling people, I'm like, guys, if you're looking for a beginner bike, get something like this. Get an old Honda. Get an old cheap Honda. Now, I'll admit, 1,900 bucks. It's not super cheap, but actually, it is pretty cheap. Less than 2,000 bucks for a cool bike. How awesome is that? Now it would kind of, to tell you the truth, it would break my heart to see some newbie, some new young kid rider hop on this, because I'd be like, nah, he's gonna drop it. But you know what, hey, everyone needs their shot. Who's to say you can't get a cool looking first bike that's cheap and old? I would probably imagine that someone who wants to buy this bike might be a little bit nostalgic about it, like, oh, I need that bike, I had one when I was a kid. Or the truth is, this is one of those bikes where it's like, where are you gonna find one? Where are you gonna find one this clean? And it runs so, like, there's not a spit, not a sputter, not a hesitant, no hesitation, no nothing. It's the kind of bike that it's like, maybe I should just keep it for myself. Keep it in my own little motorcycle collection. Just because it's awesome. Love it. Now the V40, I think this is the V45. I believe this is the V45 Magna. It's not the Super Magna, and it is a V4, and it's at a 45-degree angle. V4 means it's 4 cylinders, and it's much smoother than any V-twin I've ever ridden. Now, obviously, I've never ridden the Milwaukee 8, but there's no way the Milwaukee 8 is as smooth as a 4-cylinder. Probably not. You got your temp gauge. This thing is water cooled, so you're not going to overheat. Man, I could see myself doing a big trip on this, taking this to South Carolina, seeing my buddy Jared. I could do it, and who cares? What, 25,000 miles? And then it would have 27,000 miles? Doesn't make any difference. And this thing will just crush the highway. It's got overdrive. You can be cruising at those southern state speeds of 75, 85, 95. Route 95, Highway 95. Bam, I'm in overdrive. Alright, so it's got overdrive. How many gears does this have? I'm assuming it's got 5. 1 down, 4 up, but I've not really been counting. Up here at the stop, we'll count. We'll figure out how many gears this thing actually has. Now, this is the V45, and it was a pretty impressive bike when it came out. It's still impressive. It's so rare that you get to experience what these things were like when they were brand new. You know, normally it's like, get away from that old bike, they're junk. Because last time I had one, you had to have it on choke for 3 hours before you took it off, or you know, it wasn't tuned, or you couldn't experience it. You couldn't experience what they were meant for you to experience because it's not maintained. It's old. There's something broken about it. But when you actually ride a bike that's pretty much in perfect shape, that runs exactly the way it should. No, I mean, I could probably fire this thing up without the choke. It's like, wow. They were doing all right back in 1985. All right, we're in first gear. First, second, third. For myself. Because in the past, since I've been riding, since I was like 19, I have not seen a Honda Magna this clean. Maybe I'll make it like 4,000 bucks and just never sell it. Nah, that's not my style. I gotta share. When a cool bike like this comes out, I gotta share it with everybody. Let you guys have a chance. Why not? Looks like it's got these brackets for a windshield. There's not a windshield on it. I don't know where it's at. I bet this thing can handle good too. I mean, it feels nice and limber. I'm just wondering, can I drag knee on it? That's what I'm wondering. You know what else is crazy about this thing? None of the turn signals are broken off. Mind-boggling. There's not tape on a single one of these turn signals. They still have the like little rubber things that you can budge, and they're all nice and solid and snug. Because now you drop the bike and it bends the turn signals, and you break that rubber thing, and people put tape on black. They're like, no one's gonna notice. I'll put black tape. It's kind of black. I'll put black tape around it. No one will notice. Hey, we're on to you, guy. Love this bike. Oh man, I forgot the words of wisdom. You know why? Because it's later in the day. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Guys, this bike is awesome. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where are you going? Check out the walk around of this bike. This bike is for sale. Srkcycles.com. Check it out. We'll see you guys later.